Absolutely.
Last year, DeMar led the team in assists.
Exactly. You guys are right on it.
Do you plan to expand his role?
Absolutely. We're going to double it.
Is there any restrictions on DeJounte earlier?
That's a good question. I don't know if restrictions might be strong, but we're not going to start him out at 35 minutes, just out of logic. But doctors haven't said he's going to get this many minutes or anything like that.
Last year, when you left here, last saw you said you wanted to see Derek work on that jumper a little bit more, and being over at seeing with Team USA, did you see it improve at all?
Yeah, I think confidence-wise, just playing with those guys, that caliber of player, would help anybody progress. So, in a lot of different ways, it was great for Derek.
How did you convince Tim to join the coaching staff?
I did not. I did not. You try your best not to convince people to do things, in that regard. They need to want to do it. And he wanted to do it. Something tells me it's not going to be his passion for life, but he's going to be great this year.
What's your biggest hope that comes out of him being in this long winter too?
Well, obviously, he understands what wins and what loses. He's seen a lot. He's got great experience. His professionalism and dedication over the years is renowned. He's in the gym all the time. All the players see him. Obviously, he's respected, and all of that is kind of like osmosis. It is good for coaches, for players, for staff, just having him around. So he's going to contribute in ways that I don't even know about. Kind of like a player who doesn't show on the stats, but makes you better. I don't think he's going to ponder over 7 hours worth of film or anything like that, because he already knows everything that's in the film. It's us guys that have to look at the film. So his presence will be invaluable.
Did you need that problem with so much corporate knowledge going, a year without Mono, Tony, and then you lose two assistants?
Yeah, that you're exactly right. Having somebody come in that knows the system like that is pretty huge.
Did you tell him he might have to do media on media day?
I just hope he shows up in time for the games.
He's gonna have to wear a suit, I guess.
Well,
is that the rule?
Yeah, there's a sport code involved there somewhere.
Does he know that?
Yeah, he does. It's going to be interesting. But I think gym shoes are in his future. Gym shoes and dress jeans. I got a feeling.
Did you guys see what you wanted to see from Lonnie over the summer to incorporate him more this year?
Well, with Lonnie, a lot of it was health and confidence and feeling good about his body. And then once he got onto the court for competitive kind of play and contact, we saw exactly what we wanted to see. He's concentrating on his defense, making good decisions, trying to be solid, and his athleticism is pretty apparent. But all those other things, he made a big step forward during summer play.
With DeJounte back and Derek developing, the addition of Carroll, would you be surprised if the defense is not much better at the start and just carries through as it?
Well, we've got to be a better defensive team. That's always been something that we've been, good at. And if you're going to go, if you're going to have a successful season, you need to be a top defender, especially if you want to go deep in the playoffs. And we were average at best last year defensively, so it's got to be our number one priority.
Is it a good problem to have a guy like Brent and Hattie and then Lonnie showing all of those options coming off the bench? Last year you were saying that's a problem.
So you're talking about offense now?
Offense, yeah.
So you don't really care about defense much?
I do, but the NBA doesn't, so I got to talk about offense too.
Yeah, but I do.
I know.
How are you doing, Pop? I mean, you've been through a lot. I think we forget y'all are humans. How are you doing?
Well, it's very kind of you to ask that question. I'm good. You know, everybody's life has some ups and downs and hurdles, whatever you want to call it, whether it's at home or in the workplace. And you know, that's the measure of who you are. I think you've got to look at the big picture and understand that you're really not all that. You're just a simple guy or gal, and you carry on and try to do the best you can for yourself, for your family, for other people, for your friends. And that's what I think each of us tries to do to the best of our ability. So that's where I'm at, and I've got a great support group. And when I really get down and think about it, you know, I always talk to my players about this loss or that loss, and if it's the worst thing ever happens to you, you got a pretty easy life. So this is nothing compared to what each of us might have to deal with in our personal lives. And having friends and family helps us all get through all those situations. So I've been fortunate to have that. So I got no complaints, no excuses. Just move on.
Did you get to either Portofino or Positano this summer?
No, I did not. I tried to follow Etere, but I was busy.
Are you, if you just so happen to disagree with a ref and he doesn't agree with you and you get tossed, who's going to replace you as a coach?
I'm offended that you would even think that I might get tossed. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I didn't get tossed in China. I was a good boy.
I lost money on that.
Hey, Pop, was it address RC's new role and just kind of?
I have no idea what his job is. I'm just kind of lost without him, so to speak. You know, I look around, he's not here. He's not asking me questions. He's not telling me what to do. I miss him big time. But the whole organization will be better for it.
Your thoughts on the developments that innovations that he's done, the hires that he's made, and always seems to be ahead of the curve with the progression?
Well, you know, whether it's the draft or medical staff or, you know, philosophical or ideological sorts of notions about how to run organizations and how to get new information, learn more. He's been at the cutting edge for a long time, and we've all been better off for it. You know, his selections in the draft, and whether it's free agency, trades, whatever it might be, they've always been some of the best in the league year in and year out. But he's close by, and you know, Brian Wright has been trained very well by RC, and he's going to do a fantastic job. But we're fortunate that we still have RC close by to, you know, to use and talk to about decisions we might make or not make.
Is he going to be the link RC between you and Brian developing that continuity that RC had?
Well, Brian and I will never have the continuity I had with RC because I'm 70. I would like to make the announcement that I will not be here for 20 more years. So that's going to be tough. But Brian's a great mind. He's been here for a few years now, understands how we do stuff. He hit the ground running for sure. He'll be fine.
Can you talk about your experience with USA basketball this summer and how you seem to be re-energized and having a good time throughout that process?
Yeah. I had a great time. The group was fantastic. You know, one of the first things we said is, you guys going to let us coach you? And they let us coach them. They worked hard every day. I mean, that's about a 47, 48-day sacrifice they made to do all that traveling through those countries and everywhere. They were fun to be with. As I said, their work ethic was off the charts. They progressed really well. We had one bad game, and But in that competition, that's it. So I was really happy for him. Personally disappointed that I didn't get him over that French game. But they beat Spain and Australia, two of the Final Four teams, earlier, and then won 5 in a row after that, and we're playing well. And we had a horrible fourth quarter against France. And I keep going back to it. We were 4 for 11 from the line and 4 for 13 from the field. Hard to win like that. And so that meant the gold was gone. But that group of guys qualified us for the Olympics. And that's pretty huge. I think, Americans just used to, do we win the gold or not? That was our goal, but it didn't happen. But it wasn't for lack of effort or passion on their part. They got as far as they could possibly get in a short